And insanity is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But now if we start to say, let's start to move from an output base of having a Sunday service with attendances and a band and a sermon and, invite into accepting Christ and going home. Let's assume that's the basic outline of a service. If we start to add it to an outcomes-based, now we want to have a church service, but we want to increase our attendances by 200 people, and we want to achieve this growth spurt by the end of June. All right? Now we're changing the conversation. So although we are still having church, but the second Sunday, the third Sunday, we're going, well, the numbers haven't changed. Remember, what's the outcome? We want to increase the attendance by 200. So because we've been specific and we've been detailed and we've been time-bound with a date and a time by the end of June, and we want to make it by 200, so it's a number and a date, or a date and a number, whichever way you want to lay it out. Now we start to say, what's causing us, therefore, not to have any growth in the church? In our case now, for example, you might be in the retail sector, and you might say, I want to increase. If you own a petrol garage or a gasoline station or whatever, you might say, we want to increase our petrol sales by 2,000 liters a month. We'll increase our petrol sales. That's an output. But how? Well, by 2,000 liters by the end of June 2025, if that's the case. So now the next begs the next question: what must we do? So who must do what? I must do something. I must change my behavior in order to achieve an outcome, or I must get people who have vehicles to change their behavior of driving to that store or that petrol station, and now changing their routes to come to our petrol store, our petrol station, in order to put petrol in our station. Because if they do that, if we have 40 more cars or 40 more vehicles changing their behavior to come to us, we're going to achieve that 2,000 liter growth desire that we have. Now, what must we do what value must we add to the people that own vehicles that live in the area or drive past us that are not currently choosing to stop off at us? What value must we create? So the owner of the petrol station, must create value, so who must do what?